More than half of Tinubu's ministers have no business with governance, says former presidential advisor Baba-Ahmed. My dear listeners, here is another beautiful news I'm bringing to your listening ears today. As a former presidential advisor, Baba-Ahmed, who submitted his resignation letter a few weeks ago, said more than half of Tinubu's ministers have no business with governance. Let's see what transpired, what triggered Baba-Ahmed to have said something like that, and the reasons why, and what he's seen for him to be so sure of what he said. So moving down to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Dr. Akim Baba Ahmed, former special advisor on political matters to the vice president, has described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as really and genuinely isolated, warning that the president's detachment from key government officials and the Nigerian people presents a serious governance challenge. Speaking during an interview on Arise TV on Monday, Baba Ahmed offered a real and candid insight into the inner workings of the presidency, revealing that during his 18-month tenure in the villa, he only encountered the president 3 times, and only at the mosque. I never had the chance to sit down and talk with President Tinubu. I think part of the problem is that Tinubu never had time for people like us. I don't think he had time for a lot of people working for him, he said. Baba Ahmed, who joined the administration with high expectations, expressed deep disappointment in his experience. He noted that the president's isolation, whether by choice or circumstance, has alienated those who could provide him with critical feedback about the nation's worsening conditions. The bottom line is he ought to be available for the people he trusted and worked for him. And that's the problem for the country, not for him, he added. He went on to question the quality and relevance of the advice President Tinubu is receiving. If you hear people who are close to him speak about Nigeria, you will hear as if they are living in different worlds. That is the most frustrating thing for me. Baba Ahmed said, raising concerns about a growing disconnect between the presidency and the lived realities of everyday Nigerians. He also addressed speculation around the status of Vice President Kashim Shettima, refuting claims that he had been sidelined. No, I didn't see any of these. If the president feels that the office of the vice president is not that important in the administration, and we have seen that many times, basically that was what I meant, Baba Ahmed explained. According to him, the marginalization of the vice presidency is a structural issue that predates the current government, rooted in the lack of clearly defined responsibilities for Nigeria's second highest office. Despite frequent contact with the vice president, Baba Ahmed emphasized the more proximity was not enough. We work in the villa and we go home and meet the people, and we know how the country is, how desperate people are, the difficult lives, the insecurity. People are losing hope, asking what is the value of this democracy, he said. Baba Ahmed also expressed concerns about the direction of Nigerian politics, calling for generational change. In a recent open letter, he urged President Tinubu not to seek re-election in 2027 and instead pave the way for younger leaders. Step aside, not for your opponents, but for a new generation of Nigerians who can carry the nation forward with fresh energy and ideas, he wrote. It would be a masterstroke if you and your party yielded the field to new voices and new leadership. That way, you could catalyze a peaceful, historic transformation and inspire a new political culture rooted in merit, unity, and progress. The former advisor stressed that the president must consider his legacy and use his remaining time in office wisely. You hold what your opposition lacks? The power to reduce the harshness of life for the average Nigerian. Use it well, watch 2027 years, and don't become consumed by it, he advised. My dear listeners, obviously, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and obviously, we now see the problem with the Northerners. Same as El Rufai, and then look at this man that just resigned recently. This is former advisor Baba Akim on political issues. They are all angry because the president has no time to discuss with them, and they never had a one-on-one conversation with him. And I think that's one of the problems is even the citizens, we don't have the president does not have the time to address us. So that's one of the problems, the reason why Nigeria is falling apart. So what else, my dear listeners? Now